Imagine being at a family party, surrounded by relatives, when your cheating dad proudly introduces his much younger girlfriend as if she's the best thing that ever happened to your family. What would you do? Smile politely or call out the hypocrisy in front of everyone? Well, I chose the second option, and let's just say the fallout has been explosive. I'm 29 years old, and my sister is 26. We don't really like our dad, and honestly, we have good reason for it. A few years ago, he completely destroyed our family. He was cheating on our mom with an employee of his company. Let's call her Carla. She's 33. The way it all came out was almost comical. My dad, in his usual brilliant fashion, tried to hide the affair by paying Carla to quit her job so nobody at the company would find out. He pulled out almost $80,000 to give her in a lump sum and even promised to help her get another position through a partner company. But here's where it gets funny. My mom was listed as his trusted contact at the bank. So when the bank saw this huge withdrawal and couldn't reach him, they called her. That's how she found out. And of course, everything imploded. Divorce, betrayal, screaming matches, the whole disaster. Now, the age gap itself is uncomfortable. Carla is only a few years older than my sister. I could have been in high school at the same time as her. And yet my dad thought this relationship was something to be proud of? At first, his side of the family acted like they supported my sister and me. For maybe 2 weeks, they pretended to understand. But then, suddenly, Carla was just family. Aunts and uncles tagging her in photos, grandparents smiling with her at dinners. Everyone acted like she had always been there. Meanwhile, my sister and I felt like outsiders in our own family. Fast forward to last weekend, my cousin's engagement party. My sister and I went because we actually like this cousin and his fiancé, but we were not planning to talk to our dad. Then came dinner. People started giving little speeches and telling sweet stories about the couple, and that's when my dad stood up. He smiled, raised his glass, and said, "It's such a joy when we welcome a wonderful woman into our family, just like the last great woman we added." And then he looked directly at Carla. Inside, I was boiling. Here was my dad, holding up his mistress as some kind of shining example. Everyone was smiling politely, but I couldn't take it anymore. And before I even realized what I was doing, I spoke up, loudly. I said, "Yeah, we definitely need more great women who sleep with their married boss while living with their boyfriend." The entire place went silent. Carla just lowered her head. My dad's face went red, and he started shouting at me, calling me disgusting. My sister immediately stood up with me, and we both said we were leaving. Now here's the kicker. My cousin, the one getting married, later texted me and said he thought what I said was kind of funny. His fiancée agreed, so at least the couple whose party it was weren't offended. But my dad's two sisters, they cornered us on the way out, furious, demanding we apologize to Carla, to our dad, and even to the engaged couple. My grandfather later said we were acting like children. And then came the text from my dad. He told us flat out that if we don't apologize to Carla, we will be cut out of the inheritance. So now I'm stuck in this bizarre situation. On one hand, I want the money. Who wouldn't? On the other hand, why should I apologize to the woman who blew up my family and to the father who enabled her? It feels like everyone wants us to just roll over, shut our mouths, and treat Carla like a respectable partner. But every time I see her, I think about the betrayal, the lies, and the way my dad parades her around as if she's some prize. So here I am, wondering if the inheritance is really worth it. Do I swallow my pride and apologize just to keep the money? Or do I hold my ground, lose the cash, but at least keep my dignity? What would you do?